Duolingo, yes, this green owl with those eerie eyes has over 500 million downloads up to this day. Remarkable, isn't it?
Nice.
But how on earth did a language learning app pull this off? Is it really that good? Well, I'm here to tell you about it. To start off, let's talk about internet addiction. I mean, continuous user engagement.
Wow.
Yes, we Duolingo users are not like TikTok users at all. They're stuck to their phones 24/7. It's not like we'd be kidnapped by the owl if we didn't use it every day, right? Anyway, the flow experience, as proposed by these two guys, because I don't know how to pronounce their names for the life of me, they propose that flow is a mental state of euphoria one experiences when they're fully engaged in a task. Basically, our brains are dumb, and if we feel good doing something, we start craving for more. Eventually, we do it again and again. It's like drugs. Duolingo manipulates this part of our brains quite well. They know we like games, so they made language learning an experience of a lifetime. Yeah, it's basically a game, with levels, health points, rewards, badges, and all that jazz. You'd have fun earning all those badges and flexing in front of your other friends. You know, like the ones you earn in PUBG and Valorant. Yeah, just for the sense of achievement. Just like that, congratulations. Now you know why 500 million users download this app and never delete it. But of course, it's not like Duolingo is trapping you, right? It's actually useful, and that's why people are keeping it. Believe it or not, most users only use Duolingo to reach a basic level of proficiency, so that they can form simple sentences that can diss your mom's homemade cookies. And let's just say Duolingo nailed it. Well, in the starting sections of the app, at least. Now, I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart here. Duolingo users are definitely not that superficial. And that's why the notifications and emails also help a lot by reminding them of why they're trapped in Duolingo's basement for eternity. Or in other words, why they became an active learner of their target language, so that they'll stay on track and achieve their objective in learning the language. Okay, let's put them all together. These systems encourage the experience of flow by having users feel that they've done it, that they're superior, and that they've got what they wanted, and that the app's actually useful. Alright, great. Now we know why Duolingo is successful. But nothing in this world is perfect. Yeah, you can just tell how they're about to get absolutely demolished. But before that, let's focus on the bright side. Duolingo used the grammar translation and also the audiolingual method. Let's just call them GTM and ALM for short. For GTM, you can just tell by its name that you're gonna get hella good at grammar if you're taught using that method. In fact, the exercises of Duolingo, like translation and fill in the blank exercises, help users achieve exactly that. And because Duolingo's design also includes different topics, guess what? Free perks for everyone. Users acquire more vocabulary too. Now, for ALM, it focuses on the spoken and listening aspect of languages. It basically works by having users repeat after whatever Duolingo's exercises say or type it out, exactly like mindless apes, until it's absolutely embedded in their heads. But don't worry, the app's 100% not trying to hypnotize or drug you. You actually get to know more sentence patterns and supposedly pronounce words more accurately too. Sounds like these methods are great, aren't they? Well, yeah, but still they aren't perfect. No matter how hard Duolingo tries, LM and GTM both fail to help users develop their communication skills. In a nutshell, this means everything users ever get out of their mouths is going to be grammatically correct, but will only be the ones that Duolingo has presented to them, and not new ones that follow the rules. Plus, users have reported that Duolingo's own system has issues with voice recognition. This has only hindered the training of pronunciation accuracy. Unfortunately, as much as Duolingo attempts to employ ALM and GTM to compensate for each other's limitations, it still fails to make users authentically produce language. This in turn also hinders their conversational proficiency, which means that, yeah, they can't talk using their own language, just those hypnotic lines that Duolingo trained them with. Anyhow, now you know why Duolingo is so popular and why millions are literally volunteering to work in its basement endlessly. Jokes aside, Duolingo's popularity isn't for nothing. The teaching methods that it has used aren't completely useless. As a matter of fact, you can tell that using those methods is actually an attempt to cover all aspects of language learning. So despite the negatives, and despite that it's probably not going to make you a full-fledged fluent speaker, it's still a pretty good language learning app. It's just needs a little tinkering. Maybe adding a content-based method would be good. as it focuses on communication skills. But whether it can replace classroom language learning is still a question to be answered in the future.